We live, baby. We live.
We's alive. We still went live on it.
We live, baby. We live.
We's live. What's going on, y'all? Girl Hollywood.
Cali. That's still too loud.
It's your girl Hollywood. What's going on?
Too loud. Turn that down some.
What's going on, y'all?
We up in this thing.
Girl, you in these damn halls. You starting already?
I only got 2. See,
I thought you was out of class.
I'm easing. That's the red bull. The horse. See, I just knew I was doing good. I only got 2 today.
This don't make no sense. You like a little
2
fiend.
today. I'm not a fiend. Leave me alone. Go ahead, do your thing. Oh, you got your cup.
You like a little
Now
fiend.
you got a straw.
I do because that's soda. And I don't like soda to touch my teeth.
I don't believe you.
I don't like soda touching my teeth.
And that ain't the part I don't believe.
What?
That's soda, huh?
It is. What?
I like your lipstick today.
Thank you, honey.
I like it always, but it's
What's wrong with soda? The fact that I said soda?
Exactly.
Oh.
It don't normally be soda, y'all.
It took me a second.
Because you're looking at me like,
I'm like, no, what's wrong with that?
you know me have a little drink. Coke 45.
You know what? We ain't got none.
It's
Because
time for
I usually don't drink soda. I drink Mountain Dew every now and again when I'm trying to stay awake. But other than that, I don't drink soda.
If you talk about my addictions, let's talk about yours.
I don't have no addictions. I don't have an addictive personality. I can quit anything like that. I used to smoke. I quit. I ain't need no help. I used to do hookah. Quit.
But the fact remains, every time this lights, camera, action, you got that cup right there.
Oh, but this is literally just something to wet my throat.
So, baby.
That's
That's the first thing I thought of.
okay. I opened myself up for that one. I finally heard that dumb song too.
That song, it's not dumb. That's a good song to write out to when you got that duffel bag ready.
It is dumb.
You'll spend the night bag.
It's dumb.
Spend the night.
It's a dumb song.
It's not dumb.
Did you see the chick who had
The throat tattoo that
Oh my
irritated
God,
the hell out of me. See, now it ain't that. The song ain't that good. She knows she probably regretting it now that all the hype is gone.
for real? That's what I said. I was like, she is going to regret
And
this
it was trash.
as soon as this song is no longer like lit.
Yeah.
She gonna regret it.
And then whoever did it wasn't a good tattoo artist, so it really looked like some
it was
back of the
definitely-
garage type shit.
It was.
It was horrible.
I concur.
No, did you see that one of the little women from that show got the tattoo on her arm from C's from Black Ink? Caesar. Right?
What tattoo?
I think it was supposed to say Dallas, but it didn't look right at all. See, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never paid attention to his work. From Black Ink Crew,
Mm-hmm.
You know, the original.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I've never paid attention to his work. Like, we done seen Duchess out cold. Oh, shit. He's sweet. Everybody's sweet. I've never really paid attention to C's tattoo work. And, oh, my God.
It was bad? It was that bad?
Hunty. The way the hype is around the shops, you know, his shop and Ryan's shop, you know, you be expecting some...
Out cold ass
Like how
work,
Kat Von D, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that was the first tattoo show that I was watching with
Mhm.
Kat Von D and all that, because I used to love her lipstick. Her lipstick was popular. But so it's been going around, and you know, she was happy that she had went to that tattoo shop that's known, and she showed it. Oh my God! You have to really look at it to see that it said Dallas on top of whoever did the throat baby tattoo. Him and C's cousins.
Oh, it was a throw baby tattoo.
It wasn't a throat baby tattoo, but it said
Oh, whoever did the tattoo. Oh, you stupid.
They first cousins, because it wasn't that.
It was bad. It was that bad.
It wasn't
You ever
bad,
seen
but
that
it wasn't
tattoo of the
good.
girl who went and got Detroit Big as Hell on her back and it was spelled wrong?
No.
It was spelled Detroit, like riot, instead of Detroit. Right. It was spelled riot.
Now you gotta have a whole story behind that. You gotta come up with something so sweet for that.
No, you can't. You just got to tattoo over that because ain't no way in hell.
Riot. Remember back in the day when
You so stupid. You so stupid.
I was inspired
Riot
by
to
that.
the 60s, you know. My grandfather
I'm
was
gonna
in
say-
a barbershop. And, you know, I was so DET riot. You know what I'm saying? Put 65.
Put a dot right there. I clean that shit up because ain't no way you about to go back in on the test. See, that's the worst. I done got some cover up work and that is not nice.
Yeah, at all.
Wow.
Where you from?
Right here.
Oh.
What you want me to do?
No, I was just making sure you could see.
What you need? Oh my goodness, yes. Messed up tattoos are the worst.
It was a chick in my high school who, she got a tattoo. Her boyfriend name was Javon, and I guess her son name was Javon too. She had a baby. And,
No, she named me Javon after
it's well, no, she already had a son named
Oh,
Javon.
okay.
But it was her name and his name, and it said Together Forever, and they spelled together wrong. It said Together, Geather, Together Forever, and then she ended up getting like a Black Panther or something put over it. Yeah, it was bad. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
See, well, let's make it, you know, something that's routine where you, when you go into the tattoo shop, you write that shit out.
right. But that's the thing,
in.
though. You have to approve it before they actually tag it on you, which
So
means she
both-
couldn't spell either.
But sometimes, no, not all the time. Sometimes you be trusting that artist and let them freehand.
No, nigga, no. They still, even if they freehand, do the little outline shit and then still show you. I got a million tattoos. I done had them draw it and then show it to me and then fill it in. I ain't never had nobody just.
I don't want to hear how many tattoos, because I got 8 tattoos. I can count.
See, I've been tattooed 15 times.
But they don't always do the stencil though. That's what I'm saying.
Well, not necessarily
They done just did some of them. I don't got no basement work.
Well, here's the thing. Did you have
Basement
to
looking
spell
work.
anything?
Yes.
Oh, yes, you were brave, so.
Yes.
Nah, I'd have been like, you have to spell this
But
shit
I'm
out
watching
loud.
you the whole, and I'm saying it. So
Yeah,
that's
but by the time they get to the E and you realize it's the E, you're like, whoa, wait a minute, what's that? It's too late.
you better bring the motherfucking stick down and make an A. I don't know what you got to do. I'm not getting the fuck out, okay? I don't care. You got a funeral tomorrow. I'm not leaving, okay? Like, no. That's not happening with me. I'm sorry.
All right, you ready to get started?
Let's get it going.
All right, it's the Overstood Podcast, and I am your host at Explicit Lyrics.
Boop. I'm your girl, Hollywood P.D. Follow me on IG. You know what it is.
The other co-host is not here today. He on hiatus. I don't know what tip he on. He decided he was done. He was done with us. No,
I've
I'm
been
kidding.
trying not
He,
to tell y'all what happened, but he caught me and his daddy. He started wilding. I had to beat his ass. He started cussing me and his daddy. I'm like, nigga, I told you I'm sure what was going on. I had to beat Diesel ass, so he not coming because he want the fuck up. He in recovery though. He alright.
Wait to hear that shit. I'm shocked my phone ain't ringing.
His daddy put some of the fuck. I told his daddy to go get the bag of carrots out the freezer. He did that, so he should be back next week.
Now you should be back next week though. That is hilarious. So apparently the rumor is, or the story is, not even rumor because it's coming from the horse's mouth. Diesel called her and his daddy, so
I had to whoop his ass.
he at home somewhere with a bag of carrots on his ass. I mean, I'm saying.
Hearing the story back.
I'm trying to tell you, he got a bag of peas on his ass somewhere.
He looking like some beef stew.
Po-mail. I tried not to tell y'all what happened, but
I thought
his
his
daddy
daddy back
called.
this week. That happened 2 weeks ago. He should be good now.
That is hilarious. So look, we got a lot to cover today because it's a lot going on. It's a lot happening in the world.
Oh,
First thing first, let's talk about Kwame.
Numero uno. I'm excited. Even though I know he, yeah. I know. Yeah.
I'm on the fence.
I'm happy he's coming back.
Because, I mean, what he went to jail for, the punishment didn't fit the crime.
It did.
So I
look at him.
They look at him for real. And, I mean, I hate to say it like this, but other ethnicities, for the sake of being politically correct, get away with so much worse.
They get away with everything.
But I wholeheartedly believe that they prosecuted him because they couldn't get him on the murder.
They was mad about the murder, the parties, the money he embezzles. Like, they couldn't get the full.
Yeah, I think.
And all his family, all shit. I wish I was a Kilpatrick. Goddamn it, shit, man.
I think part of what was wrong with him too was his attitude.
He was very arrogant.
He was arrogant as hell, and he was acting like
he knew he was gonna get away with half that shit that he got away with.
But he was acting like could nobody touch him, and that was the problem. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, wasn't nobody gonna do nothing, and then when they threw the book at him, it was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Right. No, I agree. Because
the judge started being stern with him way before they sentenced him. Remember, he ended up in court. He ended up back in court for something else, and the judge was like, look, we ain't playing with you.
Then when they found that shit with him and Chris Stein,
yeah, that whole thing was
just messy.
Yeah, it was messy. It definitely.
I swear to God, that made me not text a nigga when I'm cheating. I got
you
face to face, nigga.
How about you just don't cheat?
I never said that. I said don't say that. I'll tell you later, okay?
I just feel like she out here living her best life.
She's skipping along. She
wrote a book and all kind of shit. Girl, I seen her
But that's how I go though.
I saw her in the club. This was a couple years ago. Seen her in the club with security. I was like, damn, she a whole ass celebrity out here now. Like, okay.
Yeah, they have like little documentaries on her and shit.
She had whole ass security with her when I seen her. Like two big ass bodyguards.
That's how I'm trying to be. Don't do all that.
Not for that.
Not for that.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah,
like,
shit.
She might as well be Monica Lewinsky.
That's what I'm saying. I be low key with my shit, but
I'm just saying. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Like,
yeah, that was messy. Messy. Ooh. I'm happy I had nothing to do with that. I was a kid when all that was going on, so shit. I skipped over a lot of that.
Over a lot of the Kwame situation?
Yeah.
You said you was what?
I was a kid. I was young when all that went on, so I wasn't thinking about Kwame.
Wasn't that young?
I was young enough to not fully give a fuck. That's what I'm saying. Like, I cared, but
because he only been in jail for what, 7 years?
Yeah. So that was like, like my teens, like beginning of adult, like that whole, like early 20s.
I mean, I guess if you say so.
I was living the big look. I wasn't thinking about goddamn Kwame. But I knew what he did though.
Everybody knew what he did.
Yeah, I knew what
that wasn't no secret.
Yeah.
That wasn't no secret. But the whole internet buzzing about the whole Kwame Kilpatrick going to, them commuting his sentence. Okay, so first of all, when they first reported it, they said he was pardoned.
Yeah.
They said he was pardoned. But that's what they said. They said he was pardoned.
Oh, okay.
But which was why so many people had statuses saying that the president pardoned Kwame. Okay. And then here come people with
I seen the second part where his shit was commuted. I never seen the pardon.
But the article I posted on Facebook says pardon. It doesn't say commuted. It says pardon.
Well, why
it said he pardoned?
Okay, so this is my thing. Why Trump just pardoned all his mans but didn't pardon everybody that he was cool as fuck with? They got their shit wiped off.
Exactly. But
Kodak, wasn't it Kodak?
It was Kodak, Lil Wayne, and Kwame. But
Kodak and Kwame just got
commuted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said beggars can't be choosy. In which case, I get it because
I get it, but
you could definitely still be in jail for 28 years.
Let me beatbox you real quick. If you gonna do that,
but people was online tripping because so many people had said that he was pardoned. But that's the information that first came out. Like it wasn't that people didn't know or don't know the difference. It was they were reporting what was said. Exactly. Because I had a few people on my page like he wasn't pardoned, he was commuted. Okay, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But
you know, black people want you to get them terms right.
Exactly, but a lot of people don't know the difference between the two. The biggest difference between commuting or commutation, or whatever the word
one
is.
One is wiping completely away.
One wipes your record clean. The other one does not. You're still a felon.
You just won't spend no time.
Yeah, you get a lessened sentence behind being commuted.
But I thought that you were not spending time in jail. You were like.
It depends on the terms of the commutation.
Okay.
So you could. It lessens the term of the prison sentence, but you still keep the record. So you're still a convicted felon, so to speak. You still did the fucking crime. You're still responsible for that, but it just lessens your sentence. But it could be lessened and or free you. Right. It could be either or. Like
so I think Kodak and Kwame got that because I think they both being fully released.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Under those conditions.
But pardon mean wipe everything. Get him out of jail. Wipe the slate clean.
Go and do that for Bill too, nah. Shit, now them bitches popped that Molly on their own. See, that was a freaky time.
Look, Bill Cosby did that to himself though.
They knew what they was doing. A lot of them was some
So we had this conversation in the last season of the podcast about the whole Bill Cosby and the Me Too movement thing or whatever. And I'm not even impartial. I'm not on the fence, none of that. I honestly and wholeheartedly, again, believe that when somebody when you think it's just you be like, I can handle that. I deal with it. Or if you think it's my word against somebody who got way more money, way more powerful, blah, 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 whatever, then you're not going to say nothing. But the minute somebody else comes forward and shows you that they had the strength to do it, now it's strength in numbers. I'm going to follow behind her and I'm going to tell my story too now. Which is how Me Too movements get started.
I understand, but during that time frame, a lot of bitches was just freaky and getting loose. So
while that may be true,
fully just
I seen a what was it? Court document or whatever, and it was like the whole script from court with the young lady who was supposed to be her mentor, and they wasn't partying. She was supposed to be mentored by him. She had a job. She got a job offer. She was working at one of the universities and got another university who was interested. And she was debating with which one, and she was kind of, nervous about trying to make a decision. Yeah. So he gave her a blue pill and told her that it was a herb that was supposed to relax her, but it was a Quaalude. And she said,
"So why he randomly taking shit from people? I don't give a fuck.
He's her mentor. Nobody. If this ain't no random dude on the street.
I'm not fucking taking it.
This ain't no random dude on the street though. I feel like you victim blaming though.
I'm not victim
because
blaming.
She wasn't partying. This was somebody she trusted.
I'm not victim blaming. No, I'm just saying for every fucking body. Why are you just taking?
Because that's somebody she trusted. This was somebody who she had been. Right now. If you asked me for a Tylenol and I handed it to you, if you was like, I got a headache, X,
but I'm looking,
you gonna take it.
I ain't never seen this type of Tylenol before. Like, what the fuck is
But
this?
you gonna take it because you trust that I'm not gonna give you no bullshit.
In the middle. In the middle.
That's what I'm saying though. From somebody you trust, you're not thinking about that. You're not thinking they gonna do that to you. That's the furthest thing from your mind.
But I don't know.
So for that to happen like that, I'm very much so.
Telling the story. Go ahead.
I'm just saying.
What school did she go?
She tried to sue him. She tried to press charges. She tried to sue him. A lot of it ended up getting redacted. It was like, and then apparently,
was she black or white? I'm just wondering. I'm not trying to.
I believe she was black.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He said, I ain't got no type. Oh,
no, I believe she was black, but the court document that I was reading was saying, like, this wasn't he invited me up for a role or we was partying at the such and such and I took this or that. Like, no, he legit drugged her.
So he got confident in his shit.
Exactly. And drugged her and raped her.
Wow.
And she tried to press charges, and she said it ended up coming out that he had like some some people who like was high up that in his back pocket or whatever. So every time somebody would try to sue him or press charges, it was getting swept under the rug. The judges wouldn't take it no further than exactly.
Damn,
So
Bill.
which is why I'm more inclined to believe that these women who did come out decided enough is enough and we're gonna do this shit together. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to me trying to do it by myself, it didn't work.
Yeah. Bill, I was rude, but you know what? See, the reason why I'm in the middle with Bill Cosby is because he pissed me off. I remember, like in 2009, 2010, I heard this interview about him, and he just sounded so coonish.
Yeah, because he is he one of them pro-black people who don't understand how times are evolving. So it becomes.
And he's not really even pro-black. He talked down on us so bad, I couldn't believe it.
But that's how a lot of our grandparents were. That's what I mean. Like, our grandparents were like that. Like, we all just a bunch of ignorant people, and you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna never have nothing if we don't. Like, that was the mentality of our grandfather, of our grandparents as well. Like, that's exactly who he sounded like.
Oh, he worded me the wrong way, so I stopped.
Yeah, but he's always been like that.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I later discovered about him. I was like, damn, Bill, I can't even fuck with you like that. I think I'm Sister Soldier, so.
Not Sister Soldier though.
So
that is, yeah, that's just it's a slippery slope.
I get it.
It's a slippery slope.
Well, Bill, it look like your ass gonna be in a little bit longer. Maybe you can, think about the shit you said and shit you did, and hopefully you can come back.
I seen somebody online say he should have commuted R. Kelly or pardoned R. Kelly.
That's too soon. R didn't even, he ain't even been able to really fully reflect. He's still trying to say he ain't do it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, right, I need him
to need some more time.
Yeah, exactly. Let's start there first.
Cause his victims, they might fuck around and kill the Aura and
they let him out. It's gonna be a problem.
You see, for a minute everybody thought I was one of Aura girls.
Did they? Why did
they
think that?
They thought me and R. Kelly was kicking it because I had a picture on my page because he had went to a club and I had took a picture with him and I had like my leg on his leg a little bit, but I didn't even notice that. It was just the way I had sat down and like the picture was so quick. We did not notice, and then I got up and I finished fucking partying. I ain't even. They like, bitch, what you want R. Kelly do that night? I said, huh? Look at that.
She just got done talking about just a few years ago. It was her teenage years. R. Kelly got to you, girl.
He didn't. I wish.
Oh, you wish? Oh,
wish
God.
I would have got some money out of that nigga.
Not with the way he was trapping these
Nah. I'm too smart for that.
Not the way he was trapping these broads. Cause let them tell it in. Ooh, baby.
They had the bucket in the room.
Yeah,
ain't
man.
no fucking way.
For real. You said you seen the documentary?
That's baby.
Why
I'm like, oh Lord, he wouldn't have got me like that.
Yeah, that was just way too much for me. Ain't no way in hell. I'm like,
he as high as he be. Why didn't I
but
know
people like that know what type of woman to prey on.
Yeah.
Like, they know what type of woman to prey on. Like, that's not...
I was too old for him then and now anyway.
But that's probably the reason why he preyed on young girls, too, because he could control them like that.
Yeah.
Like, mind control. Like, you got mind
that's
control.
That's what they like. Yeah.
And they infatuated with the fact that he's a celebrity, so that just makes it even worse.
Exactly.
So he got all the power over them. It wouldn't have happened with me either. R. Kelly
that's all I'm saying.
R. Kelly got his ass whooped. Do you hear me?
Talk.
But, all right.
Like
moving on from Me Too.
Like how we thought what's his name? Ronald Isley did his
Oh, yeah. And,
I just had to get that out, y'all. We can move on.
Yes, for real. So, Kamala Harris.
I'm so
Did you cry?
I didn't cry, but I feel more powerful today. You can't say shit to me.
So when they won, I boo-hooed like a baby.
Aww.
You couldn't even say her name without me going.
Okay, period.
I had an ugly cry, guys. Because it was just
old slave cry.
For real. For real. Because you gotta remember, being an African American woman in society right now, like,
it's not easy.
It's not. And we always talk about the plight of the black male, but we hardly ever discuss the plight of the black woman, right? Mm-hmm. And being in positions of power has always been something that we haven't.
They snatched out our fucking hands.
Exactly.
Or they make it hard for us.
We've always
be in that position.
oppressed, so suppressed, whatever the word is that you choose to use, we never been able to quite get there.
And we almost not breathing.
Exactly. But that's always been the case for us.
Forever.
So to watch her become the first Black and South Asian woman to take the second highest office in the country was like monumental to me in my life.
Did you see how TT Shell pointed her out though? TT was like, bitch, I say you should like, girl. I was like, oh, TT, you better tell it.
For those who listening, TT Shell is Michelle Obama.
Y'all know who TT Shell. These people already know. They feel like she TT too, don't y'all?
Not TT Shell.
TT Shell. And her hair was whipped. Did you see that coat? Honey, when I tell you I'm about to go get me a burgundy fucking trench coat.
Yeah, she was killing it today.
Don't say she want to got my burgundy trench
She
coat.
was
And with my
definitely
leather gloves.
I think she had to make up for them pictures that was online.
What picture?
You see the pictures of them in like a canoe or whatever kind of boat that was, a rowboat.
Listen, if I'm doing extracurricular activities, I'm not gonna always slay, okay?
You know what I'm saying? But the
But I
internet,
got me paddling and shit.
the internet was tearing her ass up though. I'm like, oh, y'all can't do this to
Barack
Michelle
was just
Obama.
sitting there chilling like he ain't have a care in the world. Her ass was paddling. She was looking like Kerry Washington.
Right. But Barack was just like,
He chilling like a motherfucker.
he in the back
The sun
smiling.
hit him just right.
She looked like she was, he in the back like,
Barack, can you just blow on the motherfucking boat?
put your hands in the water, do like this
Scoop,
or
nigga,
something.
scoop. Damn. He wasn't helping at all. Okay, he seen the paparazzi. He was low key posing.
He was.
He like, bitch.
He definitely was. I feel like for me, it means that when I tell my daughter she could be whatever she want to be, I can say it and mean it.
Period. That's how I felt. And then I seen this picture with this little Black girl standing in the mirror, and then they had her inside the mirror.
Yeah, I seen that. Did you see the one where the little Black girl was walking and her shadow? I mean, Kamala Harris was walking and her shadow was the little Black girl. I thought that was amazing. I cried when I seen that too.
Speaking more life into Coco off of that. I said, "Come here, you could do whatever you want." My baby looking at me like, "What the fuck is my mommy talking about?"
Because I mean, I don't think even men know.
Understand?
Yeah, boy, they do, because you got to think about when Barack won, that was a win for them. You know what I'm saying? It was a win for us all, but it was a win for them especially because at that point when you tell your Black son that he can be whatever he want to be,
you feel it
now exactly. Now you can say it and mean it. And now we feel the same way, especially because my best friend pointed out that shit, just 56 years ago we didn't have the right to vote.
We had a right to do shit.
That's not a very long time.
No. That's
my mother
is
66. So she was what, 10? Just 56 years ago, we didn't have the right to vote.
That's when we was in the kitchen barefoot with the babies.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's just amazing at how far we've come, but it's sad when you think about how far we have to go. Because it seemed like we came so far, but on the same note, we got a lot of work to do.
But it's like, I don't think people fully understand like that's a real struggle just in everyday life though, as far as being a woman trying to accomplish things, because like you said, we don't get a lot of respect. We don't get a lot of just consideration when you're trying to do things. Because me being a businesswoman, I still kind of get like shunned when I'm trying to present something. You get what I'm saying? Like during my house deal, or like when I got my building for my salon, I literally had to have my daddy with me. Because only because, you know, men always think that they gonna half-ass tell you something or get you out of something. Kind of like how you go to the mechanic shop and you always gotta bring a man with you because
they'll tell you something.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still the same thing with just doing regular stuff in everyday life as being a woman. So I get exactly what you're saying when you're saying we have a long way to go, because I agree.
We got a real long way to go.
I agree.
Like I like that at my occupation retainment center. We have women in positions of power. And we have women who look like me in positions of power.
Okay, now.
So I think the diversity there is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a lot of companies that are like that, but the company I work for is.
Mm-hmm.
And that is one aspect that I do appreciate about them.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're looking at the bigger picture, how many companies can say that they have people who look like me in positions of power? Like, we got a very long way to go. And this is, and it's people with degrees, people with, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like we don't have
it's not like you don't qualify.
Exactly. The problem is that they don't want to put it, and you know what? People used to be like, I know you heard this before, a woman not ready to take over no presidency. She mess around and be on her period and go to war. You ever heard anybody say that? I've heard that a few times.
And this after Trump,
Kamala, but
and his periods, and his spasms, and his bipolarness, and his temper tantrums, I don't think that.
Girl, he was just unstable, period.
You know something?
Trump was just completely unstable.
He act like a bald head baby mama.
A what?
A bald head baby mama.
Please explain.
Everybody seen the bald head baby mama act up. Now, come on, now, shit. Now,
Everybody ain't seen
y'all
it.
watch more. Y'all was watching Jerry Springer, Jenny Jones, Ricky Lake, wherever the fuck area you from. Y'all done seen the bald head baby mama that just won't let go and is just so vindictive and so spiteful and so mean and so damn crazy that they'll do anything and say anything just to be heard. Whether it's true, false, they don't give a fuck. That was Trump.
Yeah.
He a bald head baby mama.
Yeah, it was. He would do anything.
Anything just to be seen.
But the crazy part is
heard.
how many people he had following behind him believing the crap that he was putting out. Like, that was the crazy part.
That's
like,
the crackhead brothers and sisters that's always taking up for the bald head baby.
But it's crazy because did you see some of the people who they had on the list, the people that they had on No Fly, and the people who stormed the Capitol? It was like lawyers and
yes.
And I was like, oh my God.
Yes.
Like, it was legit, like, businessmen and people who are supposed to be respected
Because
community.
they were fighting for a different fight. They more so. One thing that I have noticed about, and I hate to say it like this, but yeah, shit, we might as well. One thing about white people is that they hate that they have to realize that the minorities are outnumbering them. And their fear.
Right, they're fighting for white supremacy. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah, for sure.
So, all this other stuff about them fully following Trump, they were following that. They were following the Proud Boys.
Right, but that's part of following Trump. Trump
I
from
get,
day one has
Trump
led
brought that out, right.
that has been his. He campaigned on the back of racism.
Exactly.
So that's exactly what they were following. Like, we all know, anybody who following Trump at this point, we all know what that's about.
Exactly.
Because there's no way you see the buffoonery and shenanigans that he did and feel like, oh, he's a great leader.
No, they do.
No, but I'm
saying
saying,
the great thing.
well,
they
no.
do.
I'm talking about the sane people. There's no way sane people see that and go, oh, he's a great leader. But these crazy motherfuckers who feel like, oh, the white supremacy needs to stay intact, and you know what I'm saying, the racism is so prevalent, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, them people, they following behind him, like you said, for a whole nother cause,
Yeah.
but they still believe in what he's saying because
Right.
they that fucking stupid.
Exactly.
Like, the one thing that the election showed me was that there is at least 7 million idiots in the world.
Agreed.
In the country, should I
Agreed.
say. Because at least 7 million of them votes was for Donald Trump, and that was some hogwash.
They just want to be on top and be, you know, in control and have all the power, but all that's about to change because everybody tired of them. Y'all done messed over every race. What made y'all think that we weren't gonna all band together at some point to stump your ass out?
But I think Kamala Harris is going to be one of the most active vice presidents that we've seen in my time, anyway.
I agree.
Yeah,
but I liked Barack and Joe. I liked when they were.
I like Barack and Joe, but Barack stole the show. Joe wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Pence. Pence ain't really. I mean, like, she's going to be active.
Very
she's
active,
going to be out there. She's going to be. I think she is going to do
Think
a
she's
lot.
gonna represent?
Yeah.
Woo-hoo! Go ahead.
I don't think she's just going to sit still and be quiet and play the background. I don't think that at all. I think she's definitely going to be in the forefront and showing the type. She's going to be the type of change that we want to see in the world.
I agree. I'm excited to see.
I think people were skeptical about voting for her in the beginning because of her being a prosecutor before. And, you know, they was talking about how, she prosecuted black people and put black people in jail, blah, blah, blah. And
Well,
as a prosecutor, that's what the hell happens. Like
everybody gotta go to jail. Like everybody ain't.
Not just that, but as the prosecutor, your goal is to win cases, right? Like, help me understand. But I mean, even outside of that, I mean, because I get it. People had their qualms, people had their reservations or whatever. But I just felt like they were, what's the word I'm looking for? Shunning her, so to speak, for her job, for doing her job. She had to do her job. That was her job. Like, okay, so now that we talking about putting her job, so now that we talk about putting her in a different position, like, how about we hold her accountable?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hold her to
where's a different plateau, and she could be more equal and more neutral, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Hold her accountable.
Either one or the other at her previous employment.
Right.
I wasn't going for that though.
I just feel like with them controlling the House and with Joe Biden winning, they could really make some change.
I agree. And I bet a lot of the people that was against Miss Harris, they buy J's. And we all know that Jordan be investing into the prison. So what's the difference?
Touche, that's a good point.
What's the difference?
That's a good point. We learned that how many years ago?
Y'all know that. Y'all know that man be investing into the prisons. And if that's the case, you shouldn't be buying no J's because all your money is going to lock your cousin up. That's why Ray Ray in jail, because he made room for him. That's why who in jail? Ray Ray. I cannot with you. Why you putting free Ray Ray and you bought them J's?
I cannot with you. You know what? Speaking of free Ray Ray, you know what I hate? I hate when somebody go to jail for some shit that they did.
They know they did that.
And people still walk around talking about freedom.
Beat somebody grandma up to a pulp and she had died.
And they talk about free such and such. Dog, if y'all don't sit y'all's asses down with them free anybody shirts.
Y'all asses.
Y'all's asses. Not just y'all's asses. Sit y'all's asses down. All of y'all's. Nigga in jail for murdering 4 people and you talk about free his ass. Like, for what? So he can murder your dumb ass too?
It's a culture thing. I don't think they be meaning free. That nigga called like, can I use your address?
That's just crazy though, because now, okay, so, but in essence, saying free them is supporting them.
Exactly.
Like,
can I stay at your house instead of the halfway house? Because I don't want
you niggas gonna be like, you got the wrong number, click.
Yeah. What you going for? Did he kill 5 motherfuckers?
He trying to come here. Right. He gonna wake up.
all the shit.
He go.
Cut on the knife.
He gonna wake up and they gonna be standing over him like this.
Fucking mental patient.
Whole ass mental patient. That's definitely not what you want. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I done seen that several times.
Yes.
Free such and such. And I'm like,
that's why I'm like, I think we just say that for the culture. I don't think really. I don't think everybody be meaning that.
Didn't he do that shit?
He did it.
He did it.
Mm-hmm.
He did it.
He ran over them people.
Hit and run. And he left the scene and shit. Right, free should. Like what? Like
keep that nigga locked up.
Like go and throw away the key.
Where the key?
And throw away the key. Shit. Go.
Should get the people.
So coming off of no longer Senator Kamala Harris, but President, Vice President, Madam Vice President,
VP,
Kamala
Grandma
Harris.
Lee. What?
I think the other topic that we were going to discuss was role reversal. Mm-hmm. Like, are women, okay, so now we talked about women being in a position of power in the workplace, but is role reversal? Because is there more instances now of men staying home and women working, or women making more money than men, or you know what I mean? Like,
I think we both got our leg in the pants. Each person got a leg in the pants. I don't fully think it's a full role reversal. Speaking as an alpha female, because we're very dominant and we do like to take control, but at the same time we still want a man to kind of lead, so you can't fully play the role without taking all of the responsibility.
But you got to look at it on the other hand too. There are some men out here who are on some other shit, be looking for women to take care of them, and
them the ones I run from.
Yeah, but some of them good. You don't know it until
I can smell that shit.
Until it's too late.
You try to come over my house too many times. What the fuck going on? Fuck is that? Fuck you.
What if he just really like you?
Nah, nigga. Where your house at? I I look at your shoes. I look at your nails. See, certain shit tell you though. Certain shit tell you.
I mean, just because he looking for somebody to take care of him don't mean he broke.
I'm not saying he broke, but something is gonna tell you. Something. No. If that nigga at home with his mom, you gonna hear him talking to her something.
I
you gotta drop her something off. No, nigga, you live there.
I can semi-agree with that. But I feel like
because if you let
some men are masters of disguise.
If you let a man talk enough, he
can tell on himself.
I swear.
That's true.
You just gotta listen and pay attention.
But by then is it too late though? Like all he has to do is be a master of disguise good enough to get your feelings involved. Because most women, once their feelings is involved, they see potential, and then it becomes a potential thing.
I snatched that
or they see
mask
what used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn mask off. Like like Scooby Doo. You know when they snatched the.
You so stupid. Who is it?
Oh,
when they snatched the.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
You got to go.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
some women are like that. I've seen, maybe because I've seen that shit. I didn't see men try to cover up like being abusive. I didn't see womanizers trying to cover that shit up. Like I didn't physically seen it. Like not just in passing. No, like in my everyday life, I gotta see this shit like every day. So it's like you can't really trick me because I didn't seen this shit.
Well, see, that's different. It's a lot of women out here who haven't, though. Mm-hmm. They don't know the signs. They don't know what to look for.
So by the time if the nigga's shoes.
But by the time they learn, then it's too late. They feelings is involved. Okay. Now, at that point, they're willing to do anything.
So, would you rather this nigga kill your life or you kill them feelings?
Yeah, they not thinking about that. When your feelings, love make you do some crazy shit.
Love make y'all do some crazy
shit. Don't say y'all, because it won't make me do nothing crazy now.
It makes y'all do some crazy shit. I kill them motherfucking feelings and get the fuck on. Ain't nobody, I hurt my own feelings, okay? I don't give a fuck. Nope. You're not gonna do me like that.
But you would be surprised how many men are, I won't even say men, people in general are really good at disguising who they really are. Like, you wouldn't know.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
That's why we need to go back to old ass rules and traditions. The 3-month rule. See, all that kind of shit work.
But see, that's what I mean about role reversal too. Because now, if you think about it, women don't do that.
Right.
Women out here treat men like men used to treat women.
Mm-hmm.
Like back in the day, it used to be, yeah, I'm gonna make them wait. Nah, because I don't want them to think I'm a hoe. Mm-hmm. That type of deal.
We can go back to that shit. One thing I don't do right away is I don't cook for a man right away. I'm not about to just be off time doing shit for you.
Why?
For what? Fuck is you?
How long do it take for you to start?
It takes a minute. I remember my ex. It took me like a long time. It was like we was like 6-7 months in before I started.
And you hadn't cooked?
He always cooked.
Oh, I'd have left you.
That's fine, but I'm not about to do all that.
I'd have been like, I'm out. She can't even cook.
No, it's not that I can't. It's just that I if we just talking, I'm not about to be doing girlfriend shit until you show me like we serious.
See, I don't believe in that.
And doing just.
I don't believe in the whole doing girlfriend stuff thing.
Girlfriend shit.
My thought process is I'm gonna show you who I am up front, because what I don't want you to do is expect for things to change later. Mm-hmm. Because that's a representative, honestly. Mm-hmm. We say it's a representative when, you know, they doing all this positive shit and then, you know, it changed for the worse. But it's the opposite way that's a representative too. If you're not doing all of that and then later you start doing, that's a representative, because that's not who you were. I'm gonna show you exactly who I am, and you either gonna take it and or you gonna fucking leave it.
I'm not doing none of that shit.
Yeah, see, I'm not that way.
I'm mean.
Because you gotta understand.
Made me realize that being on the show, I'm mean as fuck.
Because you also have to realize that when a man is looking for,
I'm not cook back. You're not coming over my house to sit and eat with me.
But this is what I'm saying. When a man is looking for somebody who, if he's serious and he's looking to be in a relationship with somebody who,
you see what you just said? What'd you say?
I said if he's serious. But
if he's serious.
This is my thing.
These niggas be having designated bitches. This cook babe. This go out babe.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
What type of niggas you be fucking with?
We are like that as women.
No, I'm not like that.
Girl,
I'm not. Dead ass. I've never been like
You're
that.
not about to play with Excel. Right?
I'm not. I've never been like that.
My throat dry.
Now, I done been, here's the thing, this is what I'm saying. I done been single and dealt with, you know, a couple guys, dated a few guys while I was single or whatever. But I've never,
but you know, you be
but I've never
having
been in
dates
a,
and
but this is what I'm saying. When I got serious about trying to find somebody who I wanted to be with, it was no longer, I'm gonna use this guy for this guy for that. No, I'm gonna give you 100%. And then I'm gonna see what I get back. If I don't like it, I'm moving the fuck on. It's that simple.
Yeah, because these men is something else. I will say that. I don't know. I don't do that though. I have designated things for designated people.
What you mean?
Like, you know, if I like to go out with this guy, then, you know, I'll go out with this guy.
Yeah, but that's what you do while you're single. What I'm saying is, if you meet a guy and he tell you he's serious, he tell you that he's looking to settle down and possibly maybe start a family with somebody, like he's serious. Like, I'm at the peak of my career. I'm, you know, looking to have something serious with somebody. Then you would still play that kind of game with him?
If I have other options and I'm still weighing my options.
Well, I believe in not putting all your eggs in
So it's like,
but what I'm saying is not showing him who you are, because you're gonna miss out on a good guy, because he gonna feel like you ain't the one for him, because you don't cook. You don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I know how to cook, but I'm just not cooking.
How you know?
Because I'm telling him.
Right. You telling him that, and on the same note.
And I got a child, so yeah, I gotta cook for her.
Right.
Now, if you just pop up over my house while we're eating.
Did he eat?
You wanna play today? But am I gonna go out my way and do that for you, and we're not serious now? I don't know. To me, just us as women, we just go all out for men a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? We buying shit, coming up with the dates and cooking, and you know, like, we just really be spoiling these niggas. And then if it don't work out, you be kind of hurt. Like, damn, I did all this shit. I don't do all that. I save all that energy until I
feel
know.
like that when it's over. That's the problem.
I save all my energy till I know, like, I'm about to be fucking with you.
See, I'm not.
And then you feel more special because you like, this bitch don't even be doing this type of shit. So I know. Yeah, you know. I'm not doing it.
I would feel bad if the relationship faltered and I wasn't doing all of that, because I would feel like I didn't even get to show him who I really am.
No, I don't give a fuck. I'd be like, oh, that's that.
See, I wouldn't. I mean, if
you know I don't be giving a fuck.
Now, if he faltered on some infidelity type shit, he was on some cheating shit, fucking with some broad, wasn't telling me type shit. Like, no, I'm done. Like, I don't have no, you know what I'm saying? But if it's legit on some, like, he kind of shying away from me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't show him who I really am. Like,
if he a good guy, then yeah, I'll loosen up more. But am I just full-fledged doing all that shit? Nah. And I like good ass food, nigga. I'll buy you a steak. You know how much some steaks cost? I like the big back steaks too. Fuck.
What is a big back steak? I don't even eat steak, but I've heard of ribeye. I done heard of
the thick ass steaks. I done bought this nigga
what
thick
is a
ass
big
steak.
back steak?
I done fed you to go fuck with another bitch, boy.
I feel like that is
niggas is just too much. I'm eat bae because I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, but you gotta get it out your head that.
I don't have it in my head. I done seen it, so that's why it's like I watch how people move.
But you allow your previous experience to hinder your future ones.
No,
you do. You just said you've seen it. That's why
I'm saying. No, I'm talking about like within the moment. I study people, so I can tell how you are by how I'm going to treat you. I know how I'm going to treat you by how you are.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna teach. I teach people how to treat me.
I'm not doing all that.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't even matter.
No, everybody teaches people how to treat.
I know, but it's like if we ain't gonna be messing around that long, I'm not even about to waste my energy.
Well, why are you wasting your energy with him in the first place?
Because I'm trying to get to know him, and if I don't like what I'm seeing, then that's when I make that conclusion. Next, say, oh, damn, you been trying to treat me like
I'm not. I just be trying to get to the bottom of it.
They tell me trying to treat me like I'm just.
I just be trying to get to the bottom of it because you make valid points, but. To some degree, to me, it sounds like you've been hurt before. You speak from a place of
I'm not hurt.
Speaking from your past
experience. One thing about me, no, if I'm sounding hurt, sorry y'all, that ain't what the fuck going on. I'm just a real ass nigga, okay? My daddy raised me, and I don't have a whole lot of feelings, okay? My feelings just go boop. They're not really on like that. So that's where I'm speaking from. I'm not speaking from an emotional stance. I'm speaking from the most well thought out place. A motherfucker that don't have a whole lot of feelings. So that's why I'm like, no. That's not how I'm moving.
I feel like this is a defense mechanism you got going on.
I swear it's not. If you talk to my daddy, he'd tell you like, no, I raised her like a boy. I'm sorry, y'all.
I was raised like a boy too, though.
But not,
and
probably not like me,
nah, bro.
I'm not talking.
Anybody who know me
I'm
know,
not
like
saying, like
I am managed. When I'm single, I'm managed, but I know how to be in function in a relationship with a man.
No, like to the point where like I don't even really cry like that because my daddy used to be like, "Man, the fuck up," and I'd be like, "All right," and that last tear will roll back in my eye. Like I don't have feelings like that, so that's what I'm saying. Like I move off of that.
That's not good. That means you bottling everything up.
It's not bottled up. It's just not there.
It's there.
It's not.
It's there.
That's so sweet.
Look,
it's not there.
What I say?
It's dead.
What I say? This nigga, Marion over here. Icebox with my heart.
No, damn.
This nigga over here. She about to break out and dance.
Then the Aquarius part don't help because Aquarius don't have feelings anyway. So that's why I'm like, it's just not there.
What? No, Aquarius. I do. My cousin is an Aquarius.
It's not there. I'm sorry.
I mean, I hear you.
So
I just be trying to get to the bottom of it. It don't be me.
I'm not hurt. It's just like,
I mean, to each his own.
And then another thing, if some of y'all bitches listen to me, y'all feelings gonna be hurt because you ain't never poured yourself into the shit.
Yeah, but can you really have a successful relationship without pouring yourself into it?
Yes and no, because you're dating. You're weighing your options at this point. I'm not talking about once you fully feel like this one might be it. Yeah, see what is going on with that. I'm sorry, see what's going on with that. But just pouring yourself into a situation that you're not fully sure about and you're trying to force some shit, no.
Well, I don't. Okay, so
because sometimes we be forcing ourselves on these niggas, and that's why our feelings be hurt. Because
I get it, but so. If we staying on topic and we talking about the role reversal thing, right? Mm-hmm. Men are actually the same way.
But that's their job. They're the pursuer.
No, I'm saying the way I think. Like, I've ran into more men who got their feelings involved faster than me than I have men who haven't.
And that's good, because then you have the power.
Right, but I'm saying, like, as far as role reversal goes, like, you would think, because you, like you just said, you said you think like a man, and you know what I'm saying, like, you were raised by men, so that's why you have the mentality that you do. But truth be told, a lot of the men that I've ever dealt with, they put themselves into this shit. Like, I know men, like, real talk, I know men who
they did what?
Put themselves into this shit. Like, I'm just being 100. Like, you would think. You hear so often, like, oh, she get clingy. Women get clingy after they have sex and all the rest of that shit. And men do the same shit.
That's because you was probably handling that shit like a real ass nigga. Like, you supposed to.
But I'm saying men do the same thing. Like, if we talking about role reversal, it's not the women who out here catching feelings all fast. It's these dudes. Like, dudes is really out here catching feelings fast.
The reason why they did that is because you were not moving like a regular woman. You were not the clingy one. You were not pouring yourself fully into it. You were being yourself, but you wasn't overdoing it like how we normally do. We overdo it.
Do we always?
A lot of times, yes. With me
being
a hairstylist / therapist, you know, I have a say-so on this, and yeah, we kind of do too much.
I don't know too many women who like that, though.
A lot of times, I'm telling people, you doing too fucking much. Like, why are you doing all that? As soon as some shoes drop, I'm about to go buy him these shoes. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. I'm cooking dinner. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Like, nah. And I don't mind doing that type of stuff. I don't mind cooking for you. I love to, you know, do certain things. Like, I love to bake. So I don't mind, you know, getting some
I'm domestic,
pie.
but I don't bake.
Oh, girl, I just made a goddamn peach pie a couple days ago. That motherfucker almost gone.
Peach pie?
Yeah, it ain't really peach cobbler. It's kind of like peach cobbler because the crust is thick.
I don't eat peach cobbler. I don't eat sweet, so that's another reason why I don't bake.
What? Girl, I love me some cookies
I don't
and
eat cake.
And pies.
I don't eat.
Oh, you is crazy as hell. So thank you for not letting me waste my damn dessert on you, boo. Because I would be mad.
Ice cream.
Like these are trying to
about
bring that voodoo pie.
Right. You can't. talk about whoever made it. We was like,
he had a voodoo pie, and I was not fucking with it.
But ice cream is probably the extent of mine.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And I got ice cream.
Oh, I eat sweet potato pie. That's it.
Then why didn't you eat the voodoo pie?
Because I only eat food from people I know.
You see how you said, oh, no, I'm not doing that.
I'm a very picky eater. It's a million things I don't eat, and a million stipulations if I'm eating somebody else's food.
Nah.
Like, I eat my family food because I know what their houses look
Right.
like. I know what kind of cooking they do. I know they.
Yeah, because I be seeing some stuff, man. I be seeing, like, the little videos on Facebook. People be having a goddamn cat in the mixing bowl.
You haven't seen all of that. But, okay, so let me ask you this then. So, have you seen, because since you single and you know, date, and you said you don't cook, you said you have men who mainly do the cooking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So would that be a part of role reversal as well? Because usually it's the woman who say, hey, let me cook for you. I'm going to cook, you know, blah, blah, blah,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Like now it's the guy saying, hey, come over. I'm going to make you whatever.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, yes. And that's been pretty fun, too. Because I don't know how to make some shit off these niggas.
Okay, so it's been good.
It's been some good.
Have you come across anybody who's nasty? You ain't got to say no names. Just don't say what dish you made. You don't know who it is.
Yeah. But mainly it's been good, though. One of the guys was actually a chef, so.
Oh, look at that. Okay, girl, I see you out here.
I get things tonight. Yeah, so it's I get spoiled.
I had a guy cook for me. This was a lot
Not
of years
that look
ago.
on your face.
A lot of years ago.
flashback. That's
Yeah.
a Raven flashback.
Yeah. So this was a lot of years ago.
What he made, girl?
He made chicken parmesan, I believe is what he made. It was so nasty.
Huh?
It was so nasty.
Are you serious? How he
It
made
was
that?
nasty to the point where I'm the type of person that I can't front. So I'm not eating that.
How did he mess that up? What did it taste like? Was the chicken done?
It tasted like nasty. I don't know, because it was nasty, so I couldn't.
How did you get out of that?
I told him I didn't like it. I didn't really have a choice. I'm not eating that. I'm not about to pretend.
You ain't.
I'm not
Maybe
about to
because you
take
made
two bites
too
and be
many-
like, oh, I'm full. No, I'm not putting that in my mouth. I tasted it and it's not good. We need to order
Did
some
he
pizza.
try to docker it up? Like fix
No.
it?
We ended up ordering out.
Why do you do that to me?
Because I can't.
See, I was a dummy. I ate the shit.
Nah,
Nasty
see?
too.
I can't eat no nasty food. Like,
Like-
but I give that disclaimer before it got cooked for me.
I think where my face is when I was eating it. Like, I am like gonna get out of it. How's this gonna come out?
I give the disclaimer before they cook for me that I'm a very picky eater, and if it's not good, I don't know how to just sit and eat food that's not good. I gotta tell you, it's not
I
good.
told him after the fact, but I couldn't tell him
Nope.
because he was geeked the fuck up to make that food. I was like, oh, he liked me.
No, I'm telling you to
He
your
was
face.
geeked up. See, you call me mean.
That's not mean.
Not
It's
fixing no
honest.
No, I told that nigga to his face.
Is that
No, nigga.
It's not mean. It's honest.
Did he
Especially
ever
if-
cook for you again? Hell no.
We ended up being
See,
together.
Oh, okay.
So he did
He did.
eventually, but
Mhm.
yeah,
It took a long
that
time.
first time was.
But that probably broke the ice for y'all. Maybe it sounds like.
Meh. He
What's
wasn't.
with them noises? What does that mean? Yeah.
He wasn't offended, so I mean that was a good thing. He
Oh,
didn't
he
take
had
offense
tough
to
skin,
it.
so-
Yeah, he had tough skin.
This must
He
have told him
didn't take
that
offense
before.
to
He
it.
must didn't read the whole recipe.
No, you know how men go. You know how men are. He did the typical man thing. Nobody never said my cooking was nasty, nigga. Because no one nobody honest enough to say that shit. That's why it wasn't because it wasn't never
You
nasty.
had little dummies like me. Fuck it. Bitch about to die trying to be nice.
this goddamn.
I'm a throw up, okay?
Yeah, no, like he wasn't even offended. I told him like, look, I don't like it. I was like,
a little salty.
I was like, he was like, you don't like it, do you? I was like, no.
At least he said it first.
Because my face was frowned up.
How was your face? Show me.
I literally like took it, put it in my mouth, and I was like, and he was like, you don't like it?
But I'm trying to figure out what was wrong. Was it too?
It was just nasty. I don't know what he did.
But was it the meat done?
I guess.
You ain't checked.
I mean, it was done.
That's the worst thing I do is I make sure because
the meat was done.
Attention.
It was done. It just was nasty.
The only time I didn't check it is when I said.
And to this day, right now, I won't eat chicken parmesan.
Damn, he fucked you.
He did. Because once I taste something that's nasty, I don't go back to it. Like, that's how finicky I am about food.
But he fucked it up. Not the restaurant.
He did. and at this point now, I'd be like,
yeah. You can't make something else?
Yeah, I have yet to have it again. No lie.
That was in 2009. I'm gonna need for you.
I'm trying to tell you. I refuse. Girl, I went to Red Robin when I was 13 and had a chicken sandwich, and the chicken sandwich was nasty and never went back.
I can agree because I did that with, is it Steak and Shake?
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
that's just how I am.
Yeah.
Like, after it's
Some
nasty,
shit
I don't
scar
want to
you. Like,
yeah, I'm
not
not
fucking with
No,
it.
thank you.
I agree. Okay.
See?
But at least you let him cook for you again. So you let him.
I mean, eventually. I did most of the cooking. So.
He said, no, nigga, get out the kitchen. No, I got that. Don't.
Exactly.
You can wash the meat off.
You go rinse this shit in the kitchen.
Rinse it around and rinse it off.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Rinse around.
But I couldn't do it. And that was some time ago. So, I mean, as far as it being a part of, role reversal, that wasn't the case.
That wasn't the role
wasn't
that
the
you let
case
him play.
Yeah, no. But, I mean, like, if we talking about the reversal, though, like, think about how, like, you see women doing men now.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't happening.
Yeah.
Like, bras is legit out here, like, dogging dudes. Like,
I be feeling bad for some of them, though.
Dog walking them, you hear me?
Yeah, for some of them, I do be feeling bad.
And they just be like little puppies chasing behind them.
But see, I'm also learning that's what men like, though.
Because more men now are starting to stay in relationships, in bad relationships. You know, back in the day, like, you cheat on a dude, he was out. First time you cheat, he could have cheated on you 12 times, and the minute you cheat, he done.
Back in our heyday, or are you saying back in our grind?
No. Our heyday. No, not them. Our day.
Okay.
Our day.
Yes.
Yeah, they will be out. They cheat one time. You cheat one time, and they out.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have time for that shit.
That's why I lie. And I advise everybody to lie. You cannot tell your man you cheated. You need to lie. Don't tell the nigga that. He ain't gonna never be signed.
What is these principles you teaching people?
I'm just telling you the truth. Shit, you always gotta have one in your back pocket.
Are men becoming better liars?
No.
Not at all.
That was cute that you tried that.
Not at all.
No. I just don't think a woman should tell a man that she cheated on him. If you plan on staying in a relationship, you gotta lie. Blame on your whole friend.
I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm not giving that advice. That is Hollywood.
Hollywood said it. Do it. You will be happy. Shit. But that okay. And after you lie, you had that one token in your head that when he do some shit, you gotta act real mad though. You gotta act real hurt and all fucked up about it. But you know that's your token and that's your karma. And then y'all just move on. Shit. Mm-hmm. I know when I do some bullshit, you got that one token.
Claude, have mercy.
I just don't tell you.
I don't know who give Hollywood her advice, but
I'm telling y'all the truth. Shit.
So I'm gonna take to Facebook and go to some of these comments. First and foremost, the latest comment says women aren't becoming better liars either. Shaking my head. I don't got no reason to lie, so shit.
No,
I ain't got nothing to lie about.
No, my shit be good. I ain't listening to you, Mr. Joseph. My shit be good.
I think it's more so that as women get, because younger women definitely lie better. As women get older, I think it becomes, what's the word I'm looking for? Because you're in more serious relationships.
Mm-hmm.
The relationships mean more, whatever the case may be. So the lies are not necessarily, hey girl, you can't call your friend and say, tell him I spent the night at your house. You whole ass married, or you whole that, like, so the lies have to be a lot more extensive and trying to keep up
elaborate.
Exactly, and trying to keep up with that shit
Let me
is
figure this shit.
Exactly. That is like, yeah,
a science fair project.
Exactly, running a marathon, and I don't have time to be trying to keep up with no lies, so I just don't fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm married.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to do it, like, you know, but if it just happens, why?
I don't have no reason to. If it gets to that point, it's time for me to go.
Yes and no.
Yeah, I'm married. If it gets to that point, it's time for me to go.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to be married and have a lot of my husband like that. I don't want to be married.
It don't be worth it. Maybe I do think too much like a man, because shit.
You're right. You and your cheaper to keeper mentality.
It ain't worth it. It wasn't that serious.
Are you guys optimistic about the next 4 years or skeptical? I'm not skeptical at all. I'm very optimistic about the next 4 years. I think, again, we stated this, but with Biden and Kamala having control, Democratic control of the House, yeah, then I think they'll be able to accomplish a lot more without the roadblocks that like Obama had.
Exactly.
Whereas people were so mad at him
when it wasn't even him.
Right. When a lot of the stuff that he tried to implement, he got blocked on because he didn't have control for all 8 years.
Right.
Yeah. But so I'm very much so optimistic.
I think we're about to rock out with our cock out.
Yeah, for sure. And not just that, but like I said, I think Kamala is going to be one of the first VPs that is going to be in the forefront. I don't think she's going to overshadow Joe naturally because he's the president, but she's going to be, usually the vice president is in the background, you know what I'm saying?
They're going to be shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, I think she's going to be a lot more present than previous VPs.
I agree. And I'm excited to see what type of things that they implement for the whole country right now, especially with us going through this pandemic. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to see and ready to see what they're going to do to put everybody back on top of everything back.
I'm ready to see that. I'm also ready to see, because people talk all the time about, well, what has such and such done for the people of color? And I think part of their campaign has been racial equality needs to be addressed, and I am looking forward to seeing exactly how they plan to address it, because that is true. It has never been addressed at such a high level. There has never been
this much tension. Well, not in our lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Like, this much tension on the situation altogether. So it's something gonna happen. I'm praying we'll go more.
For sure. I'm just ready to see it. Just exactly what that means. Like, what is that?
What they do? What they do? What they do? Let me see.
Yeah, because I think they have the ability to do some great stuff. Some great stuff. Joseph said, Hollywood, what are your views on marriage?
About to read that next comment. I think marriage is very important. I think marriage should have a good foundation and structure in order for it to be successful. That's my only comment on that.
Right,
I learned that from the VP.
All right, Forrest Gump. That's all I have to say about that. So marriage is important, and you need a good foundation
and structure in order for it to be successful.
Okay, that's a good start.
Yeah, it could work. You know, I'm not counting it out. I'm just saying, like, certain things happen. Like I said, I do hear, and I be these people therapists, and I be hearing certain situations and stories where you shouldn't always tell the truth, especially if you got a good man. Sometimes we fuck up.
You in this truth thing. You should.
I'm sure that's where he got it from.
Tell the truth.
I'm sure that's where he got it from. So that's why I'm hitting on that again. Like, no, sometimes we fuck up too. Like, men fuck up all the time. But as women, it's not very common for us to slip up. And if you feel like the person you with is someone that you truly want to be with, married, or just, you know, trying to get that set up for marriage, don't fucking tell them. Because once you break a man's pride and spirit and ego, it's over. It's over.
So just lie?
Just play fucking stupid. play fucking stupid.
So instead of telling the truth, working past it, and
because it ain't gonna never be the same.
That's not true. You
That
would be
is so
surprised
true.
the strength that people
That
show in
nigga,
getting over
no.
some stuff that you wouldn't think that they're able to get over. I've seen relationships recover from some shit.
I'm sure.
Like some
but,
real
you
shit. Like off people's truths.
know. Mm-mm.
So to say like it's never gonna be the same, I think that's a blanket statement.
I'm lying.
So I mean, but how do you? Okay, so how we always get back to relationships, but how do you get into a relationship? Let's say you married.
Mm-hmm.
So you married and you just okay with just looking your husband right in the face and telling him a bold-faced ass lie.
I mean, because I got that token in the back of my head that he's eventually going to use. So, yeah. I love you to death. I don't want to lose you. So, shit, fuck that ain't got my fucking me no more. So, want some cookies?
This is terrible. This is terrible. Like, this is really bad advice.
That is not bad advice.
That is horrible advice.
My grandma always told me.
This is horrible advice.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
We sound like two kids. It is.
I promise you it's not. Because that nigga, he gonna do something.
If I have to,
And you better cry and fall out and scream and holler like you give a fuck. But that token just got cashed in that moment.
what is the token?
The token is because you fucked up and he don't know. So when he finally come to you and telling you some shit, yeah, you might want to throw the fuck up, but bitch, that's the token. So it's like, okay, we even. He just don't know we even. It's just like, damn.
What if he never comes to you and tells you anything?
Something will happen. You gonna find something. Something. Cause we human. So it's gonna be something. So shit. Shit talking.
I'm speechless.
I see, but you gotta say something because we on air. Gotta say something, sis. Come on.
Because
I'm so serious.
Because you constantly say that this is not based off your previous experiences.
But
everything you say is based off of your previous experiences.
No, not fully. Not fully.
Come on, sis. Keep it real, sis. Come on.
Not fully. I've just seen things, and it's like, damn.
Or off somebody else's experience.
Yeah,
it
like
could be the people around you.
You shouldn't have told me that. Sorry. That's my advice all the time. You ask me, don't tell. I'm afraid to tell you, don't tell nigga. No, play stupid. So don't ask me if you ain't ready.
See, and I'm the friend that's gonna tell you to tell the truth, accept the consequences. It is what it is.
Okay, so you
Cause you shouldn't have did the shit.
You what's her name? What's her fucking name? You Joan. And, and I'm Lynn, like, you better shut the fuck up.
I'm saying, because if it's that deep, you shouldn't have did it.
I mean, I get it, but we human. We all fuck up.
I'm not comfortable looking at my husband and telling him a bold-faced lie. Because I'm offended when people lie to me.
I get
Like,
it,
I'm
but...
flat out offended. Like, if I catch you in a
well,
lie,
just don't say shit.
it's like slapping me in my face. Like, I hate liars. I hate
Listen,
people.
I'm not saying I'm a liar, because you can ask me anything else and not tell you the truth
No,
about it.
that's not where I'm going with that. I'm just
if
saying.
it has something to do with us, like, completely breaking up and not fucking with each other or getting a divorce and not being together, and I know that that's not what I want.
You're just not going to say that.
I'm exiting stage left, like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
But if it's your fault.
I mean, but it's so many different levels to cheating too. I'm not just talking about like sexual intercourse. Like sometimes you can emotionally cheat with somebody. Like it's a lot of different levels to cheating.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not just, oh, I had sex with that man. No, it ain't always that.
Yeah, but still, you did it. Like,
man, these niggas be having work wives, all kind of shit we don't be knowing about. And you really about to just go tell on your fucking self? Like, I can never be the bitch.
well, I'm not gonna do
Just
it.
fucking tell on myself. Like, no.
That's the thing. I'm not gonna do it. That's the difference.
I get it, but
like,
I'm
it ain't
saying
happening.
because you're married, and I get it. So
Yeah, it ain't happening.
I'm talking about in the event that it does happen. A lot of times I am faithful in my relationships.
A lot. Somebody come get her. Oh my
She
God.
be catching my word. She said a lot of times.
A lot of times.
Yeah, a lot of times I am faithful in my relationships.
Not every time, but a lot of times.
Listen, I keep on kissing the mic. Like, she still ain't got no man. I done kissed this mic like 3 times, like, babe. But, yeah, a lot of times I am faithful.
I hear you.
I am.
I hear you.
It's annoying.
I can't even say nothing.
That is annoying.
Because at this point, girl.
Sound like a woman scorn. I am not
that.
scorned.
You do. That's exactly what
I
you
am
sound
not
like.
scorned. No, it's not that. I'm just saying, don't tell the nigga. How am I scorned because I'm trying to protect the nigga heart? I got damn now. A to B.
Because your way of thinking is he got his own skeletons too.
Not fully, no.
But it is. You said you got a token. So then when he come to you with his bullshit, now we even. He don't know we even, but we even.
Mm-hmm. That's some real nigga shit right there.
It's not.
To me, it is.
It's not.
I mean, I'm still be hurt, so shit, the hurt ain't gonna change. What?
Somebody please come get her. I mean, for me, when I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. It's me and you. If I feel like I gotta cheat or whatever, I'm out of there. It's a wrap.
No. Some shit.
Rap.com.
Sometimes shit just happens. You don't always plan it.
But you can prevent it.
True. A lot of times I do. Like I said, a lot of times I be faithful.
A lot of times.
Yes.
I can't right now. Would you date a guy who wanted to stay at home with the kids, wanted to not work, wanted to...
No. I can't.
Why?
Because I eat his pride alive. Because now you my bitch, I feel like. I mean, there's men like that, but they ain't the man for me.
It is. I think what works in other people's households was, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If it worked for y'all, fine. I couldn't do it either.
Yeah.
I could not.
I think I run all over him. And I feel bad.
That's a big problem I have.
Yeah.
Is if I was to date a guy and say the roles was kind of reversed, I'm the one who making the money, bring home the bacon or whatever, I'm gonna wear the pants too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
You can't sit at home and I'm making the money and you. Yeah, I'm gonna be a monster too.
So I wouldn't even do that. Them be some nice ass men though. You know what I'm saying? Like they providers in a different way. Cause like you said, they take care of the whole household. And when we were doing that, like when you first had the baby, whatever, it is a lot of work. But is that something that I'm trying to deal with? No.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No.
But on the other hand, it's like we are quick to complain too about
Nigga,
men not being, not being present, not being able to do the stuff around the house.
Just be down the middle.
I just hate that we're expected to do all of that and care for the household when men are just expected to work. So you just get to go to work and come home. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, all the responsibility of the kids fall on me.
Back at the ranch.
And yes, we back
I pulled
at the
up at the ranch tonight.
Yes. But I'm expected to take care of the kids when I'm off work.
And
cook,
go to work.
Clean, all of that, and still go to work when you just get to go to work and come home. And occasionally look after the kids.
Sometimes.
Like, I don't think that's
fair. And if
fair.
you're tired, you gotta drop the motherfuckers off the baby.
But I don't think men realize that traditional roles that we had were put in place when women weren't working. Yeah.
But I don't want to be a stay-at-home wife, mom, neither, though.
I would be okay with that for the first 3 years of my kid's life until my kid got ready to go to school.
That drove me crazy.
Because I hate daycares.
Coco was just with me. Like,
see, but you were always working for yourself. You can do that.
Yeah.
I can't do
that. That's just what I did. I just brought her with me. But as far as just staying at, like, that was my biggest struggle. And it almost sent me into a depression when I thought I had to stay at home.
See, I wouldn't be able to do that because because of the occupation retainment center. But also, even with what I do outside of work with painting and all, I wouldn't be able to take no baby with me. You know what I'm saying? Like that wouldn't be able to. That wouldn't fly.
That drove me crazy though. I couldn't do it. I sat at home literally for 2 weeks and then I bust up. That was it.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Your body ain't even healed.
It wasn't.
And you was just out.
I couldn't do it. I went back.
You was almost depressed in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm so used to doing what I'm doing.
See, I was okay being at home for
you know.
that short amount of time, only because bonding with my kid. I had postpartum depression too, so
I didn't want to fall into that. That's what I'm saying.
well, there was no falling into it.
Mm-hmm.
So you either got it or you don't. It don't have nothing to do with you sitting at home.
For me, it did.
No, it wouldn't have been postpartum depression.
For me,
Postpartum depression is actually diagnosed. Like, you would have had baby blues.
Mm-hmm.
That's different. When I say postpartum depression, I mean like I literally was diagnosed with postpartum depression, like chemical imbalance, hormones fucked up, like that type of deal. That's what.
Yeah, I know how it goes.
But yeah, but they don't come from sitting at home. Like,
I get it.
You would have had baby
saying,
blues.
like, no, I was going into depression, and I couldn't sit there like that. Like, no, it was driving me crazy.
In 2 weeks.
Yes.
Do you feel like you had enough time to bond?
Me and Coco have always had a great relationship, so yes.
Well, no, not like that, because that's your daughter naturally. So I mean, like, to get a routine down, to, you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah, we were good. I took with me, and I was breastfeeding.
Oh yeah, it's okay, Superwoman.
Yeah, I just couldn't sit there, and then I noticed too, I almost couldn't drive. I started getting anxiety with driving too. So I really was like, because I felt it, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, but did you have the anxiety because you was taking the baby with you?
No.
So what was the anxiety about?
I don't know.
Well, I think a lot of men don't realize your body go through some shit when you have a baby.
Yeah.
So who knows?
And my mother went through that, so I knew exactly what it was. Like after she had me, she couldn't drive anymore.
Oh yeah.
So I knew like what was happening. I was like, no.
Your body go through some stuff.
I'm
that could have
leaving.
been anything.
So I was like, I'm leaving. Back to work. And what's so crazy is my boss didn't know that I was coming to work. I just went in there like I was visiting, and I started setting my shit up, and he looked like, did you come back to work? I said,
Oh, this is before you had your shop?
Yeah, this is before I had my shop, and I was setting stuff up, and he looking like, what are you doing? I said, nothing.
He like, you just had a baby 2 weeks ago. Like, I know you ain't coming back to work.
I did. 2 weeks later,
Girl, if I would have showed up to work in 2 weeks, that'd have been like, oh, go home.
I
What you
couldn't.
doing?
I couldn't.
Yeah, see. But could you you think you still would have did it if you had a guy at home who was like, nah, just leave the baby here?
You know something? That's kind of what ended up happening because 3 months after I had Dakota, her dad got shot.
So he ended up being at the house. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
So it all just worked out because the Lord knew I wasn't going to be able to sit in that house like that.
Well, yeah, to each his own.
He
Like,
knew.
I would have been able to. I sat at home for 6 weeks before I went back to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't ready to go back yet still because I was still going through all that I was going through.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I did it.
Yeah.
It is what it is, Superwoman, you know?
Yeah, they don't understand the powers we got to have to do
Yeah, for
stuff.
sure.
Now, can we role reverse that?
What?
Let the men have the baby. If men can have babies,
Girl, let me tell you
we
something.
have 2 kids on this earth.
Exactly. First of all, they would not even be able to go through the pregnancy. Like, imagine a dude going through the pregnancy. Like, you know what your body go through during the pregnancy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had some of the craziest, like, I never had, like, morning sickness or none of that.
I did.
I got my ears made more wax while I was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to constantly clean my ears out.
Oh, I've never heard of
I
that.
swear to God, my ears, and I looked it up like, oh my God, like why am I producing all this wax? Like, you know how, and then you know how sticking a Q-tip in your ear just feels so good. So I just could not stop sticking Q-tips in my ear.
That does feel good.
Yeah, so I was constantly sticking Q-tips in my ear while I was pregnant. And then I had that nickel taste in my mouth.
Yes. I produced so much spit, so I had the spitting problem.
See, that's the same thing. Like, I was producing
I had
wax.
the
Like,
spitting problem.
your body go through, they have no idea.
Your spit be thick as
It can make your feet bigger.
My feet didn't do that.
Because all your ligaments in your body stretch when you're pregnant. Mm-hmm. So then walking and all of that.
I got the black ass neck.
See, I didn't get that. I got a black belly. I had a black belly while I was pregnant, but I didn't have a black neck. But it's so much stuff that your body can go through that they don't even realize is, you know what I'm saying? Then I had to have a C-section.
I begged for one because she was killing me.
Yeah, I had a C-section.
How long were you in labor?
That's a tough question. Because my amniotic fluid got low. They sent me to the hospital. And then they were supposed to start an induction that night. They didn't. They waited till the next day. Next day they started induction at like maybe 3:00. But the induction wasn't working. So then they started me on Pitocin. Then they started, like, I wasn't dilating at all.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. So then, it was like hours and hours, like 2 days had gone by, and I still was like,
and you didn't eat?
And I couldn't.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know when I was going to have the baby. So then finally, what happened was, I ended up, I got fed up because every time I ended up with an epidural because I finally dilated to a point where I started to contract more. And
that shit hurt. Ooh.
if I never feel another contraction ever in life, it'll be too soon. But I had the little baby monitor thing on my belly, so I was pulling it off as I was I had an epidural, so I could see on the monitor when I was having a contraction because I wasn't feeling them no more. I would pull it off so that it would drop down, and then eventually they called it for me to go have a C-section. So I made it look like her heart rate was dropping lower than
you
like.
I
was over it. I'm like, it's been almost 3 fucking days. I'm still sitting in this hospital. Y'all trying to induce me.
I was in labor for 3 whole
And then
days.
she was like, "We're gonna continue with the induction." I was like, "Oh no, fuck this." And I started pulling it off every time I had a contraction. And then she was like, "Okay, we're gonna have to call it. We're gonna have to take you into the OR because the baby is in distress or whatever it was." She said
she stressed the fuck out in your belly. You
But-
have to do it now.
Come to find out, shit, I might have helped her because her umbilical cord was around her neck.
Are you serious? Wow.
So every time I had a contraction, I was strangling her. Yeah.
Hold on, tink tink.
Whole little ting, exactly. So her heart rate was already dropping every time I had a contraction, but I was taking the thing off to make it drop
look
lower.
Yeah. Oh my
And
god.
yeah, they finally called the C-section, and when she came out, they was like, "Oh God, her cord is around her neck."
See, everything happened for a reason. Yeah. I was in
So
labor.
I might
for
have
3
saved my
days.
baby life.
I was in labor for 3 days too, so I already know what you're saying.
Can you imagine a man having a baby?
I said it would be 2 kids.
Can you imagine any of the guys that you know who would be good with like, "Oh, his pregnancy went so well"?
No.
Absolutely not. I
They
don't know
can't
not
even
one.
take a nipple pitch, let alone.
For real. I don't know not one.
Because they
dude.
say that having a baby is equivalent to breaking every bone in your body at the same time. And I believe that.
They said pregnancy or having a baby is the closest you'll get to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is 100% true because, baby, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I want some more kids after going through all that pain.
I did. I think that should have been said.
No, I want some more. I want.
I got so many health issues. I don't even want no parts.
No, I want a son. I need a little boy. Coco want a sister. So
I got old girl. Going back to our Facebook comments, is Big Meech going to get out of prison before Kwame? That's a good question. No idea. He ain't pardoned Big Meech though. Man, if he would have did that, streets would have went crazy. Crazy. Can you imagine the type of coming home parties he would have had?
With the COVID. That's probably why he.
I'm trying to tell you.
It would have been another million motherfuckers.
I'm trying to tell you.
And this damn mutant strand out here, I wouldn't have been there. I would have been watching y'all on Facebook
I'm trying
Live.
to tell
Like,
you. It would have been party after party after party. Do
I would
you
have
hear
been
me?
getting drunk at home probably, but I ain't going in there home.
Since Diesel is not on today, Hollywood, are your toes feeling relief from ridicule today?
Actually, my fans only about to start at 5. I'll have that information next time.
You said what?
My fans only.
Oh, God. For your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag show the toes.
Mm-hmm. I'm showing these motherfuckers. They gonna be oiled up. I'm pouring honey on them sometime. Have them in some bubble bath. I got some creative ideas for these motherfuckers.
You gonna put your toes in the bubble bath?
Hell yeah. Them niggas gonna be paying for that.
It really be dudes out here with.
That's why I'm like,
that, though.
you
real
laughing, but when I get
Like, real
this
talk.
money,
mess around and put some
I'ma buy some
strawberries and some whipped cream.
okay,
in it. Look,
I'm gonna
yeah.
buy some matching glasses. Okay, we gonna.
Girl, Steve would kill me. I show up on OnlyFans. You understand me? Like what, bitch? I don't give a fuck if you were showing your pinky toenail. Get your
I'm gonna
ass.
show that too.
Get off
I'm
there.
gonna show my toes. I'm gonna show my toes. Hold these motherfuckers up. I'm ready, hunty.
Hunty, let me tell you. But how long we been going? Do it say.
An hour and 28 minutes.
Has it been that long?
It has been that long.
It has been real, y'all.
It
It's been real.
that
It's
long.
been fun, but I can't say it's been real fun.
So what have we learned today from Hollywood? Lie.
Don't lie.
These
That is
niggas
not
do
good
it.
advice.
These niggas do it.
Right, they do it.
They
Role
be
reversal, that's
they
you
be-
now.
They be shuffling bitches in a deck.
All men are not like that.
A lot of them are.
All men are not like that.
They got at least 2 bitches in their back pocket. So since you having that one, ain't gonna count nobody. Just lie.
Y'all don't listen to Hollywood.
Listen to Hollywood.
All right, go and lose that nigga if you want to.
You ain't gonna lose because he ain't gonna know.
Everything that's done in the dark comes to light.
Yep, so when you find out about them 2 bitches,
I could not.
be like, what you talking about? Veronica and motherfucking Shell ass was in your
I
motherfucking DM.
cannot, and that has
So-
been our show for today. Appreciate you for listening. Thank you for listening to the Overstood podcast.
See y'all later.
X is L and Hollywood is out.
See y'all later.
Dog, you got issues.
I don't got no issues.
Yes, you do.
Why? Because I'm telling y'all
Lie.
why.
Lie.
Look, I'm standing up for the sisters now. We had a great day today. We got the VP in
We
there.
definitely did. We had a good day.
So I'm having my monumental moment by telling y'all to fucking lie.
You know what? I can't get with it because the minute a nigga lie to me, we got a whole ass problem on our hands.
That's the thing. Niggas always lying. So what's my lie gonna
That's
be?
not true.
What my lie gonna be? He gonna be alright with my lie.
They're not always lying.
They do be lying.
Lord have mercy. Somebody
So
come
when
get
they
me.
lie and you peep the lie, then you can just play dumb to the lie, and then that's they token that they use. Like at Chuck E. Cheese, that's your